Baltimore, Maryland. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's a rematch of last year's hard-hitting AFC Divisional Round matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 5 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is
and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First time we get to see this Baltimore offense here, and feast your eyes on the Madden cover man, Lamar Jackson, taking the field ready to lead them at quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
10 at the 36-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Forced out to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he gets it down to the 32.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Rolling to his left. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the 1st half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 25. the 40, the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Tennessee.
Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
Jackson on the keeper.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Back now in Baltimore. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but and he can't. Landry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things. They slowed down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
Ball carrier.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Again, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do